welcome to the Veggie Kitchen. I'm your host Ed. We are coming to you from Orange County, California. Today's show, I'm making up a tamale pie. Stay tuned, VeggieKitchen.org. So today I am making up a tamale pie. I'm going to start with the filling first. For the filling I have an assortment of vegetables, yellow squash, a red bell pepper, purple onion, a little bit of celery, a little bit of garlic, all in the pan. Have some oil in the pan. If you've never had a tamale pie is like a casserole. We're going to have a cornmeal and corn flour crust, and we're going to have a bean and veggie filling, okay? So we're starting with this, sauteing this up. And my featured ingredient, I'm using Soul Cuisine's Spicy Black Bean Burger Patty. It's a nice patty, has a nice flavor, and has a good chew. It has a good chew to the filling, okay? What I've done, I just diced up the frozen burger, and I'm putting it in. Soul Cuisine are our good friends out of Canada. Somewhere in Ontario. And to this, a little bit of pinto beans. All we need to do is let this saute up first. This part we're doing first, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the cornmeal dough. A little bit of spices. My spices today, I'm using a little bit of cumin powder, a little oregano, a little mild chili powder. And all these flavors actually complement the black bean patty very nicely. The flavors are similar to that. So I don't need really much flavor because the patties themselves have a very good flavor. Okay. So I'm going to saute for a little bit just to brown up the patty. Everything's browned up nicely. To finish off the filling, we're adding a little bit of crushed tomato. Got that in. And then I am going to simply mix it all up. So pretty, look at that. Mix it all up. Put the lid on. Lower it to simmer. And while it's simmering for about 5 minutes, I'm going to start on the cornmeal. Basically, making the cornmeal dough is like making cream of wheat. Add some water to the pot. Let it boil up, then slowly put in the cornmeal and the corn flour, mix it up, it'll soak up all the water, and it's done. And it'll be ready to make the dough. And when I have the dough, you'll see in the next part, we're going to pat it into the casserole dish, fill the casserole dish with the filling, get it in the oven. The cornmeal's done. I've greased the casserole dish, and now I'm simply going to start filling the casserole dish with it. I'm going to pat it down along the bottom and along the sides. When I'm done with this, we'll come back and I'll add the filling. Okay, as you can see, I had filled it. I patted it down with my rice paddle actually. Patted it down, and then I put it in the oven for like 10 minutes. I just wanted it to start browning, start cooking up, getting a little bit crunchy on the bottom. We're ready with the filling now. The filling goes in, and then the final step will be to take the rest of the cornmeal batter and make a top on it, like a pie crust. I want to let you know when you're doing this, sometimes the cornmeal will start to dry out. Just add a little bit of water to reconstitute it, to get it so that it's pliable. You can work with it, and then you're ready to go. Look at that. Isn't that neat? And I do believe we will have exactly enough to fill it. Very tasty. When this is all done, it's going to set. We'll let it cool, and it'll cut really nicely. Some nice servings. A little bit of salad on the side. A great one-dish meal. Took a while to get to one dish, but we're there. Okay, you see? So nice, full. I'm going to continue putting the cornmeal on the top. Then we'll get in the oven. We'll come back. We'll have a finished product. The tamale pie is done. I covered it with foil, baked it at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes, and then I took off the foil, let it brown up for a few minutes. Have to let it cool now before we can cut it. It's delicious, has a nice Southwest flavor to it, nice hearty meal. You're going to love it. I'll have the recipe on the site. I want to thank our friends at Soul Cuisine for their delicious product. And I want to thank you all, as always, for watching Veggie Kitchen. If you could, pass this on to a friend, give us a like on social media, and we'll see you back here next time at VeggieKitchen.org.